Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the vlog. We are officially 9.5 weeks out from the show, and I'm feeling not too bad. To be honest, I feel pretty good. So I'm gonna go crush some cardio. And only a couple days till the Arnold Sports Festival, and I'm super pumped. So I'm gonna get tons of footage, and that's gonna be in this episode. So, anyways, happy Tuesday, guys. So let's talk intermittent fasting. So I do a form of it, and I really like it. So I wake up, I'm not all that hungry. So I do my cardio and then typically wait about anywhere from 3 to 4 hours before I have my first meal. So I will just drink coffee, I'll have my branched chain amino acids, and then I'll wait until about 8 to have my first meal. Then I have the day where I get to have larger portions of food versus having smaller meals more often, so bigger meals at a time. And then I'll put a bunch of carbs in my pre-workout meal. I lift in the afternoon, generally anywhere 2:30 or 3-ish is generally when I lift. So I'll do that meal. And then I'll come home, have my last food of the day around 5 or 5:30, and then I'm like, boop, that's it, cut myself off, just tea and chewing gum for the rest of the night, and then go to bed, rinse and repeat the next day. Now that really works well for me in terms of my hunger, so I don't wake up all that hungry, and I really don't go to bed all that hungry too often. I find in that middle of the day though, I'm like, oh, so hungry. Can't stop thinking about food because my body is, just wanting it. And typically after cardio, I kind of find that happens for a lot of people, that cardio tends to make you hungrier than if you don't do cardio. So put all those calories in the middle of the day, have my bigger meals, and that's kind of my flow of meals. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that. So that works for me and my hunger, but it doesn't work for everybody, right? So if you're somebody who wakes up and you are super starving, then maybe intermittent fasting isn't necessarily the best strategy for you. Maybe you're going to find that it's not something that's sustainable. And that's the thing that's really important, guys, is when you choose the way that you're going to approach your nutrition, it's important to pick something that is sustainable. Yes, what I'm doing right now is on the extreme level, but even that form of intermittent fasting is something I do in my off season too, right? It's something that seems to work well for me, seems to work well for my digestion, seems to feel pretty good. So yeah, in a nutshell, about 8 or 9 hours that I'm eating for. The rest of the day I'm fasting. If you want to give it a try, go for it. See how it feels for you. It's a process of discovery, and just wanted to share.
So I noticed that my strength levels are kind of the same-ish. Like I'm able to maintain even though I'm decreasing the food. But I feel like on my V-bar close grip pull downs, I'm like getting dramatically weaker. I'm like, what's going on? It's like just in that one lift, I'm like so weak. Why?
How does it feel weak for, how does it feel weak for you? Do you mean like you haven't been able to progress from 1 week to the next? Or do you feel as though like the actual numbers are going down by 5 to 10 pounds each week?
Well, like I feel like the numbers are going down because I feel like during my bulk, I was like able to like pull down like 120 or 105 for like 10 to 12 reps, and now I'm like doing 90 and I'm like struggling, like I'm like whoo, and then like kind of if I do like 3 or 4 sets, like by the 3rd or 4th set, I'll be like hitting 10 and like really like down, and then I just end up dropping the weight and doing like the last like 2 or 3 reps. Why am I so?
Yeah, I would say strength levels aren't consistent throughout prep. We don't want to like completely kibosh them and see that there's no strength, but I find that like some movements just don't see as much progression and kind of see a little bit of regression. Like we don't want to have them go down completely, but I notice a lot for my upper body movements. Like my shoulder presses, I've been like, just noticing I can't do it. And also all of your levers become different as you lean out. So like things like your entire stature becomes different as you lean out, right? So where the force is coming down is going to not have the same pull to it. And that's why there's different weight classes when you're competing in any kind of lifting, right? Is that your levers become different, and weight gives you an advantage. In certain movements, you're going to feel the weight advantage, like you weigh less, it's like on a lat pull down, your ass is going to lift off of the seat because you're starting to weigh less because you don't have as much weight to hold you down to pull you. So it makes sense on something like a lat pull down that is also affecting it, versus like another lift where your weight isn't the actual thing that's helping you pull it down. It would be different, right? Because your weight is like trying to hold you to the seat. Now we lose a few pounds and we don't have the ability to like stay as grounded because we don't have that weight to keep us down into the seat. So lat pull downs are ones that typically I see go down. You should see that your back strength should be okay though in something like a T-bar row or a bent over row.
T-bar is fine and everything else like that.
Yeah, it's just a circumstance.
Chest strength is improving.
And that one wouldn't be influenced by weight. Right?
Yeah.
Because the force is with the lat pull down, the force is going to be pulling you back up with the apparatus.
Right.
With the chest press, it doesn't really matter. You're still going to be able to maintain the strength and tension throughout. The other thing that you may find like goes down a little bit, and it doesn't need to go down a ton, but sometimes lower body movements, like I find deadlifts can go down a smidgen. Not a lot. They shouldn't go down by like 50 pounds, but if by the end of the prep they're down by like 20 pounds or down by like maybe 25, 30, that is normal, right? We don't have as much weight to ground us to the ground to pull the weight up. Hey guys, good morning. It is check-in day. I'm super, super pumped because I just stepped on the scale. We reached a new low of prep, 122 even. Last week I was 125 something, so pretty big week in terms of seeing massive changes. So I'm excited for you guys to see how the physique is shaping up. I look very, very tired right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna crush these check-in pictures, send them over to my coach, and then go get some cardio downstairs. All right, guys, here we are again, Wednesday morning. As you saw, I just did my check-in, and we are back on the cardio train and gonna crush it. So, thanks so much for those that are tuning into my Instagram stories and loving my cardio conversations. I like to do those every day on whatever's on my brain. I don't come down here with a game plan. I literally just start walking, and then whatever flows into my brain, I start rambling to you guys, and you guys are liking it on Instagram. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for sending some feedback, and I just want to tell you guys that I really, really appreciate the fact that you guys tune in and get value from it. So that leads me to the next thing. So I had some conversations with clients yesterday. So 2 in particular that had me just like so fulfilled within my soul that I have to talk to you guys about it. So 2 women broke down and expressed how much working together has changed their life. And the reason why I wanted to share this with all of you guys is both of these women I've known for many years. And both of them have had their own unique struggles with different things, whether that's eating disorders or just low body image, maybe just not feeling as though they were worthy or capable of achieving incredible things. And through working together, although yes, we've transformed their bodies, and yes, they're in a place where they feel way more confident than what they did prior to working together. But the most amazing part about both of their transformations is in the mind, right? being able to help somebody change their mind, change their life internally, not from a physical standpoint, is exactly why I do what I do, because I know there are so many women out there and so many men out there that have that shit inside and they just can't see it yet. So they need somebody to come along and show them that internally they have the strength to overcome all of the obstacles that are going to come their way. Maybe right now they can't see that power within. Maybe right now they're looking in the mirror and they can't envision themselves being an inspiration for other people. They can't envision themselves being really strong. They can't envision themselves being really consistent. But if somebody comes along and believes in them prior to them even believing in themselves, that should changes somebody's life. And that is why I do what I do, guys. I don't do this for the income at all. Yes, that's a byproduct, and yes, I need income to survive, but I do this for impact. I really, really do. I really believe in the power of one. I believe that if one person watches this YouTube video, it could change their life. I really, really believe in that. I don't believe that I need millions and millions of people to follow my journey. I don't believe that like tens of thousands of followers knowing who I am is going to be my impact, right? I believe that my impact is going to happen one person at a time with them achieving incredible things. And that is where it starts, guys. And that is just those conversations yesterday and seeing that actualize and just seeing that emotion on their faces. I'm like, fuck, I'm so glad that I just did this, right? I'm so glad that I took the plunge and believed that this could be what I'm supposed to do on this planet. And for many, many, many people, you may be sitting there thinking, oh, fuck, there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could, like, get to whatever that end goal is. And I want you to know that, like, you know what, guys? It don't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what the hell you're doing right now. All you gotta do is grind it out, right? You gotta grind it out when it's tough. You gotta grind it out when you don't feel like it. You gotta grind it out when you don't believe in yourself. But you'll get there. It's just that concept of showing up, right? Showing up every day, even when you don't feel like doing it. And that's what I hope to show you guys, right? This competition prep isn't about winning. It isn't. It's about a girl like me who is very average. I am like, in terms of I'm not naturally gifted. Competing, really, like, it's cool and I love it, but I don't do it because I get to step on stage, right? I compete because it helps bring out the best person inside of me, right? And I want to show you guys that you can do it too. It don't matter where you're at right now. And that's all that's on my brain today. I just want you guys to know that I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm really, 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 really grateful that I'm where I am right now with you guys following along. Thanks. Hey guys, so I just got back from taking my son to daycare. I'm going to make some protein oats, and then I have my first client call in about a half an hour, so I'm going to show you guys what I put in those, guys. I'm really freaking hungry, so I'm excited for these guys, and I hope you guys like them too. Alright guys, so here is my update that I sent to my coach Paul Ravella, and let's see what Paul had to say about the week. And then I also attach these two documents. So I attach my nutrition summary. You can kind of see here. Get a little bit further away. Okay, there we go. So protein, carbs, fats, calories, weight, and then I also send this, which has my measurements and macros, cardio, and this is what Paul had to say. So, really fantastic changes this week. I see more quad detail, and even the glutes are starting to separate from the hamstrings, which is a clear sign of elite conditioning. The core is hard, shape is fantastic. We are on track to bring a truly elite physique to the stage. No changes at this time, Angela. Slower bowel movements are from the body becoming more efficient at digestion. Not a bad thing. Safe travels. It's going to be hard to recognize you since you've gotten so much leaner since the Toronto Pro Show, which is the last time that I saw Paul. And so that's it. No changes, same macros, same cardio. Gonna rinse and repeat, have a kick-ass week, and bring in an even better physique with next week's check-in. Hey guys, it's Thursday morning, one day out from the Arnold. I'm super excited for this weekend and all of the awesome people I'm going to get to meet. It's going to be super, super fun. But anyways, another low weigh-in this morning. So weight dipped down below 122, 121.9 today. I always find this kind of happens. I get to a point of prep and it just keeps on like dropping and dropping and dropping relatively easily on my low carb days. So this is low carb day number 5, last one of my 5-day stretch. 2 higher carb refeed days for the next couple of days, which will be perfect for traveling. But yeah, I'm in a good groove, although my brain isn't functioning 100%. We're here. What's on the go today? So I'm going to be going and getting a spray tan. So I'm not getting a competition level spray tan, just a little something, because I am glowing white, and when I take pictures with all these fit ass people, I don't want to be too glowing. So anyways, gonna get just a very light spray tan so that I'm feeling a little bit better about that when I'm taking pictures and doing video content and stuff this weekend. So take you guys along for that adventure. I gotta go crush 40 minutes of cardio, gotta edit the podcast episode with Jason Phillips so that will go live on iTunes. Have a bunch of client programming to do today so that I'm organized going into the weekend. And then later I have to train upper body, so I have that to do, and then I gotta pack. So that's what's on the go. Time to go do cardio. Mwah.